I have missed hearing our band and especially our fight song. That had to make you smile. This is Mr. Waters, and from wherever you are, welcome to our 2020 first virtual graduation. Today we're celebrating and recognizing the 2020 graduating class of Central High School. I recognize that in these unsteady times, many have had to endure hardships, face challenges, and worry about uncertainties. But today's ceremony brings to all of us an opportunity to celebrate each graduate, several hours of much-needed smiles and happiness, and for some, closure. It also brings the end to a long, tough 9 weeks, but because of this incredibly talented senior class, great hope and promise for the future. I'm very excited to bring to you the first of 2 graduations for our 2020 seniors. Thank you for allowing us into your homes today, and I hope you enjoy our ceremony. Let's continue our ceremony at the heart of our campus as members of our CHS JROTC raise the flags and our Student Council President, Ms. Sonia Falcone, recites the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge. This will be followed by a unique and beautiful performance in our theater from our combined senior choir and orchestra members performing the Star-Spangled Banner.
If you'd please rise for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now if you please remain standing for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
When thinking about our 3 student speeches and knowing that they would be speaking to 3 or 4 or 5 people and not 4,000 or 5,000, I needed to make that experience special. To make it truly special for our speakers, I asked each of them to pick a favorite place at CHS to give their speech. With that in mind, I present to you in Ms. Julie Schneer's classroom our invocation by our senior class president, Ms. Andrea Metter-Savant.
As I stand in the speech and debate classroom, my favorite spot on Central's campus, and the room that at times I spent more hours here than I did at home, I can't help but start with a quote from one of the wisest teachers I've ever been taught by. Who we want to be remembered as is not our to-do list for the day. It's not our achievements. It's something we have to work towards every single day. Throughout our whole lives, we are constantly working to create a legacy. And whether or not we're conscious of the impact we have on others, each of us makes a mark, no matter how small, on those around us. As we graduate high school today, I think back on the impression I hope to have made on others because as we depart, we each leave a legacy behind. We are remembered by the teachers who gave us the tools and wisdom that we need to succeed. We are remembered by our friends, classmates, and the nameless strangers that we spent 3 years walking beside on the way to class. As the class of 2020, we have been faced with extraordinary circumstances that we've had to overcome to make it to this point today. This graduating class has already left a legacy. As the first class to overcome the challenge of virtual learning, logging into Zoom on time, and the overwhelming urge to complete all tests, projects, and homework without leaving the comfort of our own bed. We also have heroes among us who, in challenging times, wrote letters to elderly men and women in nursing homes, volunteered to sew and give away homemade masks to essential workers, and students who woke up at the crack of dawn and worked until closing at local grocery stores to ensure that San Angelo had food on the table. This is the kind of remarkable legacy we as a class will leave Central High School with. We have proved without a doubt that Central can, but our journey is only beginning. From now on, we will be personally responsible for the decisions we make, how we will treat others, how we react in the face of adversity. And there will be no watchdog, no one following us every day, marking each thing we did right and wrong. And with this freedom of being on our own comes the responsibility of continuing our own legacy, a legacy that you would be proud to be remembered by at the end of your life. Standing in this room today, a couple feet away from the exact table that I've sat at for the last 3 years, it reminds me of the legacy cards Ms. Schneers made us write every year. And even though I may not have accomplished my goal of winning nationals, I was so close, too. I do recall writing down leaving a legacy of kindness. Writing it down on a card made me promise to myself that I would use the knowledge and skills that I have to build others up and help them find where they shine. To the class of 2020, congratulations for making it to this day. It's a true honor to graduate beside you. And I want to leave you with a challenge: to think about the legacy that you want to leave behind and to work hard every day for the rest of your life to achieve that version of yourself. Thank you, and sic 'em cats. Now, at this time, if you would like, please bow your head in prayer with me. Dear Heavenly Father, today we come to you with joy, gratitude, and excitement on a day that celebrates the achievements of the class of 2020. We first thank you for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon each graduating senior. We thank you for the many gifts and talents that you have given us. Lord, as we embark on a new journey, allow us to use the tools that we've been given to better the world around us. Help us to make a difference by using the knowledge we've learned during our time at Central High School. And may we not only use that knowledge to achieve our own goals, but to inspire and empower those around us. As we look to the future with eagerness and anticipation, let us pause to reflect on the past and all that has allowed us to stand where we are today. We recognize that this moment would not be possible without the unwavering support of the teachers and staff at this school, our family, and friends. We are so grateful to the many mentors that have entered our lives to show us your grace and encourage us to pursue what we love passionately. Lord, I ask that you look over each and every one of their students and their family. Please keep them safe and healthy in this time of uncertainty. Though we have faced our fair share of difficulties as a school, community, and world over the past few months, we are comforted by the assurance that we are not enduring hard times alone. Let us be reminded of the empathy and humanity of people all over the globe. We ask for unity amongst our fellow man, that we would live guided by a spirit of cooperation and devotion to the service of others. With fearlessness, we look to the future knowing that you are with us always. Watch over, bless, and keep us. And it's in your heavenly name we pray. Amen.
Beautiful job, Andrea. Everything I'd expect from a speech state champion. And now from center court in our D gym, giving her valedictory address, your valedictorian, Caroline Detloff.
Good morning. I am honored to address the Central High School class of 2020 today, and I cannot wait until we get to celebrate in person together soon. I would like to begin my story 9 months ago in August of our senior year, and it starts right here. I am standing in the big gym, as the volleyball girls call it. Some of my favorite memories, friendships, and moments took place here. As you can see, this gym has a shiny new floor. This year's volleyball team had the privilege to play the first game ever on this court. The original floor was damaged last summer when a storm blew through and caused the roof to cave in. I started my senior season playing in the back gym alongside the cockroaches that my friends and I would kick across the floor. Let's just say the T-gym is not quite as nice as where I am today. But ultimately, the waiting made the moment that I finally got to play on this court with my team that much more special. The point I'm trying to make is we got a new floor because things went wrong. So just as this year started with unforeseen circumstances, it has definitely ended in a way that none of us could have imagined. Much like the letdown of not being able to play in the main gym, the class of 2020 has struggled with the disappointment of missing prom, the disappointment of no senior picnic, the disappointment of isolation, and the disappearance of normalcy. In spite of the challenges of adapting to remote learning during this unprecedented time in history, there's a silver lining that I will carry with me. When we first found out that school was canceled for the remainder of the year, I FaceTimed with a few friends. And I think it's important to note that each one of these friends is goal-oriented and academically driven. And one of them is even our salutatorian. During the call, I mentioned that I had always told myself, I just have to make it until spring break, and then I can relax. One of my friends shared that she kept telling herself she simply had to work hard until spring break, and then after, we would have the opportunity to make up for the fun we had missed over the previous years. That was a resounding similarity between us all. We had missed lunches with friends, stayed home on the weekends, rushed to class instead of walking with a friend, all with the belief that we would have the last 9 weeks to make up for the missed fun, and more importantly, the relationships we neglected along the way. I look back and realize every academic step in my high school career is marked with an I have to do this and then I can statement. I have to finish this essay and then I can go to a friend's house. I have to finish this worksheet, then I can watch Netflix. I have to study and then I can go to bed. And the worst of all, I have to study for Chem and then I can study for English and then I can study for stats. This went on and on. And then suddenly, this future that we had put all our faith in disappeared. There would be no time to rewrite our senior year. I always told myself I wasn't going to spend as much time on schoolwork after spring break, and I will tell you that is one thing I've achieved thanks to COVID-19. We are all familiar with the struggle of staying focused on schoolwork when the latest episode of The Housewives is calling. I think the most profound thing in this conversation over FaceTime was that when I asked these friends, do you really think that we could have let ourselves relax after spring break like we said we would? The answer from each of us was an emphatic, probably not. I had mapped out expectations for the future, and I had failed to live in the present. And more than likely, that cycle would have continued if it wasn't for the epiphany that I had in the last 2 months spent at home, where for once in my life, I didn't spend every waking hour thinking about school. These last 2 months with my family have been a gift of time, one we never would have anticipated. I was given an added bonus of 8 weeks with my sister, who had come home from college to shelter in place. In the absence of traditional school, I learned valuable skills, such as cooking, how to relax, and more importantly, how to sustain a conversation. I had never had this much time to just talk. I was able to strengthen relationships with the people I loved. This time at home was a blessing, and this surreal situation taught me the importance of attending to relationships in life. I thought grades were the end-all be-all, and in fact, we all have distractors that divert our attention away from what truly matters, whether it be sports, Insta-scrolling, or binge-watching our favorite TV shows. For me, it was this moment of success right here, getting to stand in front of the podium. I felt like it would justify every decision I had made in high school. And the funny thing is that even though I'm achieving that goal right now, it's not anything like I imagined it would be. I always thought about this moment, and in my mind, I played this clip of Elle Woods in Legally Blonde standing in front of Harvard law grads saying, "Congratulations, class of 2004, we did it," followed by an eruption of cheers and applause. And now here I am, speaking to a completely empty gym. Is this moment worth the sacrificed relationships? In our future careers, this ability to forget the people around us and focus on one thing may allow us to excel in the workplace. But at what cost? I realized I neglected relationships along the way. I prioritized success over living in the moment with the intention of making up for the time I had lost and the relationships I had deserted. And then, when we didn't get the chance to have the grand senior spring we imagined, I was given something better: time. Time to reflect on these mistakes. For as long as I can remember, I have been driven to achieve, when in reality, awards and accolades are less important than the people who help you get there along the way. I hope that in this abundance of free time that quarantine has given us, that we have all learned to be a little bit more generous with our time, because relationships with friends, family, and the Lord will be what truly sustain our happiness. So with that, I'd like to thank Central administrators, teachers, coaches, and staff members who have fostered relationships with their students these past 4 years. Thank you, classmates and friends, for creating memories that we will forever cherish. Also, we definitely need to thank our families because we've had a lot of together time recently. Class of 2020, not only did we graduate, but we did it under extraordinary circumstances, and I think that is a testament to the people you are. I am honored to have spent the last 4 years with each of you, and I hope that we continue to nurture the relationships we have formed here at Central High School. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it. Thank you.
Caroline, I know your speech will make all of us reflect and find silver linings in our everyday life. Great job. A lot of thought went into deciding what to include and not include in each graduation. I continually have thoughts about ideas for both ceremonies. In fact, even for today's ceremonies, I went back and forth and even changed something right at the last minute. Believing that I will have the 2020 graduating seniors sitting in front of me in June, one part of our traditional program that I will save for that day is my address to my seniors. I view the opportunity to look out there with a sea of caps and gowns, those blue caps and gowns, with that little bit of bobcat orange, as an incredible honor. I want to see heads nod in appreciation and understanding, catch the smiles on faces, hear the roaring laughter, and even see a few wipe a tear off their cheek. I so look forward to that moment, and I hope you do too. I am proud of each and every one of our 2020 graduating seniors, and now I present the class. Will our graduates, wherever you are, please rise. Dr. Detloff, the San Angelo Independent School District Board of Trustees, CHS faculty, families, and friends, I present to you meeting the required credits in the state of Texas to graduate and have their names called today and walk across the stage in June, the Central High School graduating class of 2020. Before we read the names, our SAISD School Board Secretary, Mr. Gerard Gallegos, will accept the class.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. This has definitely been a different year for all of you. I can honestly say that we didn't expect what happened, but the class of 2020, to me, in my eyes, and the board, and your teachers and administrators, are probably the class that did. They are the class that did. Not the class that didn't do it, but y'all did it. And what I mean by that is this sudden thing that happened, of course, COVID. We were sitting talking, going, are we going to be able to do this? And how are our kids going to react? And you all reacted in the finest fashion. And so I am very, very proud of everything you have done. And the class of 2020 will always be remembered to me as the class that did. Y'all got everything done that was expected of you. And I expect great things. We expect great things. And this was a defining moment for every one of you to move forward and keep going forward. Because y'all did a lot of things that a lot of people didn't expect you to do, and y'all did them. And we all learned from it. We learned from you. So that being said, on behalf of the San Angelo Independent School District Board of Trustees, we accept the graduating class for San Angelo Central High School, class of 2020. Congratulations.
And now, your 2020 Central High School graduating class.
Kepler Acosta, Andrea Crystal Aguero, Alexis Nicole Aguilar, Giovanna Celeste Albert, Asia Juliet Alejandro, Brady Benning Allen, Santana Auriles Almanza, Nathaniel James Alvarado, Alexa Alvarez, Gavin McKay Lowell Anderson, Chloe Renee Andrade, Desiree Alexia Andrade, Daniel Joseph Andrews Hofstetter, Brittany Nicole Angeles, Jabin Jason Ariel, Joseph Dominic Armendariz, Armando Alonso Armenta, Toby Ryan Arroyo Jr., Ani Elizabeth Ashley, Itzel Edamarie Astello, Christian James Atkinson, Jeremy Brooke Atwell, Rumelia Jeanette Avila, Caitlin Leanne Bailey, Anastasia Raylene Bakuraza, Alexis Marie Banda, Hayden Scott Banner, Mariah Nicole Vaquera, Damien Isaac Barraza, Alana Abigail Barrera, Joseph Angelo Bartolomeo, Monique Renee Bautista, Matthew Aiden Bejarano, Haley Elaine Bell, Allison Brooke Bellamere, Erica Marie Bellman, Mary Frances Benz, John Paul Blanco, Zoe Rayanne Mithison Bowden, Carson Philip Bonner, Destiny Ariel Martinez Borja, Boston Kitley Braden, Taylor Brooke Starling Brasher, Evan Allen Brewster, Logan Lane Brockman, Peyton Jewel Brooks, Laura Ryan Broom, Dwayne Johnson Brown, Hannah Joy Brown, Madeline Carr Brown, Briley Nicole Bryan, Kylie Jewel Millard, Bill Landry Burns, Kevin Antonio Calderon, Latrell Marquis Calicut, Sarah Chrislyn Calvary, Isis Heaven Gamarillo, Cade Holden Campbell, Geronimo Martinez Campos, Gabriel Brianna Cano. Alyssa Rose Cantu. Carlos Miguel Cárdenas. Malachi Xavier Cardona. Nadia Nicole Carrillo. Cameron Gabriel Carson. Towson Celia Carter. Adam Gabriel Castañeda Jr. Celeste Ariette Castañeda. Diego Luis Castillo. Brandon Joaquin Castorena. Nina Neve Castro. Rodney Nichols Castro. Jaden Glenn Cates. Ethan Alexander Cato. Wesley Josiah Patron. Javier Cavazos. Sean Dylan Cerceres. Nadia Nave Chavarria. Lauren Grace Chapa. Naya Anik Chapa. Robert Savian Chapa III. Savannah Catharina Chapa. Kaylin Alyssa Chavarria. Sarah Elizabeth Chrisman. Cameron Edward Clark. Ethan Forrester Clark. Jackie Ann Cole. Sydney Alyssa Cole. Denovian Noel Coleman. Austin Brian Caldwell. Taylor Joy Caldwell. Liam Kenneth Conley. Tristan Cash Conley. Aspen Celeste Connell. Autumn Love Contreras. Yasmin Veronica Contreras. Jesse Corona. Juliana Renee Coronado. Michelle Coronado. Anthony Ray Cortez. Jade Alexis Cortez. Javante Rochad Counts. Logan Dale Counts. Juliana Elizabeth Renee Covey. Benjamin Keith Crowley. Emmett Leon Guaya. Junior Guaya. Bryce Michael Cummings. Tanner James Dabbert. Alexif Josephine D'Agostino. Abigail De La Cruz. Jonathan Riley Deonda. Hannah Rose De La Cruz. Austin Marcos De Leon. Isaiah Juan Delgado. Brendan Colby Denson. Daniel Wayne Denton. Caroline Webb Detloff. Caleb Gerardo Diaz. Charity Hope Diaz. Eric Federico Diaz Foucher. Allison Carol DeCesno. Alessandra Neveas Diggs. Caden Lee Dover. Jason Luis Duarte. Riley Dean Duke. Keegan Dominic Dunlap. John Christopher Duran. Stevie Lynn Durgent. Avery Grace Edinburgh. Chloe Paige Edinburgh. Drew Cherie Eisenbach. Kaylin Danielle Elliott. Samantha Marie Kate Ellis. Hayden Elizabeth Enders. Payson Travis Epley. Adrian Lee Esparza. Dimitri Andres Esparza. Agustin Espino. Damon Alexander Espinosa. Eric William Estabrook Jr. Alyssa Marie Falcon. Brandon Michael Falcon. Kaylee Ray Falcon. Sebastian Falcon. Sonia Renee Falcon. Bryce Anthony Fent. Angel Mercedes Farr. Samuel Joseph Ferris. Anna Camille Fought. Jessica Denise Fernandez. Kiki Danae Fernandez. Lindsay K. Fest. Hunter Riley Fields. Malik Anthony Finley. Dylan Marie Fisher. Ashlyn Danae Fleming. Christian Yvonne Elaine Fleming. Albert Flores IV. Esperanza Marie Flores. Jaden Briley Fowler. Karen Sarai Franco. Keith Raymond Frankie. Kevin Thomas Frankie. Layla Susana Frosto. Melina Leticia Fuentes. Christian Gavin Gabaldon. Maverick Wynn Gadberry. Brianna Anastasia Gaitan. Janelle Lee Gallegos. Ruben Gallegos Jr. Tomas Gerardo Gallegos. Eliza Hope Gomez. Alexis Ariana Garcia. Andrew Garcia. Annabelle Marie Garcia. Devin Joe Garcia. Eric Michael Garcia. Ezekiel David Garcia. Isaiah Nathaniel Garcia, Ivan Garcia, Jade Marie Garcia, Jose Davian Garcia, Leslie Denise Garcia, Liliana Elaine Garcia, Lucille Annette Garcia, Ruben Garcia III, Nilza Sofia Garcia Agüero, Gage Morgan Garvey, Jacob Albert Garrett, Garrett Christopher Glover, Angeles Michelle Gomez, Kendall Danielle Gomez, Anthony Ray Gonzalez, Brandon Isaiah Gonzalez, Risa Marie Gonzalez, Mariah Renee Gonzalez, Amber Brooke Gonzalez, Deborah Lynette Gonzalez, Josie Renee Gonzalez, Amayurani Yamalet Gonzalez Moreno, Jason Andrew Goodwin, Kobe Ray Grafa, Hannah Jean Gray, Alana Alicia Green, Darren Mackenzie Green, Joshua Elijah Guadarrama, Hannah Marie Guzman Guerrero, Veronica Isabel Guerrero, Alessandra Siena Gutierrez, Carissa Celeste Gutierrez, Trinity Ann Gutierrez, Caden Timothy Haggard, Michaela Nicole Hare, Colton Cody Hammeister, Jalen Ray Hamilton, Avery Ray Handy, Aubrey Elizabeth Hardison, Caitlin Marie Harris, Paige Elizabeth Harris, Melissa Kaylin Hartman, Yasamin Alicia Hadia Tifar and Sira, Haley Ann Hedden, Ashton K. Hennis, Cade Roy Garrison Henry, Addison Grace Henson, Adrian Lee Hernandez, Angelina Gabrielle Hernandez, Brandon David Hernandez, Caden Mitchell Hernandez, Henry Isaiah Hernandez, Isaac Hernandez, Richard Graham Hernandez Jr., Rodrigo Antonio Hernandez, Sergio Alfredo Hernandez, Philip Hernandez Herrera, Hannah May Harrington, Autumn Renee Hickerson, Matthew Hill Jr., Alexia Desiree Ojeda, Jasmine Danielle Holden, Reed Tyler Holt, Jalen Renee Hudson, Maria Jimena Huichapa Montenegro, Amani Jamal Ghazi Hussein, Santiago Angel Ibarra, Christopher Jacoby Jackson, Michael Alexander Jaime, Anna Fuden James, Zoe Hawketh, Diamond Emily Jefferson, June Young, Monique Alexis Jimenez, Boston Cartwright Johnson, Evan Matthew Johnston, Dalen Michael Johnston, Bijah Nicole Kelly, Taylor Kimberly Kirby, Lauren Taylor Key, Max Elliott Kiefer, Hannah Kim, Kurt Augustus Klausner, Megan Ophelia Knight, Sierra Alyssa Knott, Presley Bray Knowlton, Corbin Robert Landrum, Brandy Nicole Lara, Robert Anthony Lay Jr., Molly Denise Lavelle, Enrique Miguel Leiva, Kiana Marie Leiva, Kira Michelle Lizio, Marley Lucille Lloyd, Michael Ray Lombrana, Brandon Lane Lopez, Ellen Lopez, Israel Lopez Jr., Jonathan Caleb Lopez, Matthew James Lopez, Tristan Jose Lopez, Lucero Lopez Perez, Skylar Lynn Lubis, Abraham Ramos Lucio III, Alexis Renee Ramos Lucio, Diego Anthony Huevano, Carlos Ignacio Luna, Ileana Marie Magdalene, Hadley John Mann, Rianne Nicole Manning, Haley Elizabeth Marlott, Maya Demetrius Marshall, Allison Christine Martin, Alexander Samuel Martinez, Celeste Alexandria Martinez, Cindy Martinez, Jadron Alexander Martinez, Mariah Faye Martinez, Seth Elijah Martinez, Torrin Mackenzie Martinez, Yahidra Martinez Barrera. Lucia Jasmine Martinez Martinez. Andre Martinez Salazar. Damaris Daniela Martinez Salazar. Gavin David Moscoro Cisneros. Dominic Alexander Macaulay. Cameron Zane McCraw. Kylie Shay McLaren. Mallory Sue McNeil. Ryan Garrett McNeil. Shakira Ahumnik McPhail. Kobe Blaine McSherry. Andrea Lee Mader Safant. Michael Christian Aliman Medina. Isis Nelly Mendoza. Felipe Vermela Jr. Braden Warren Myers. Julian Daniel Mijares. Cole Gideon Miller. Colton Chase Millet. Sophia Amy Miranda. Sebastian Namid Mireles. Bront Elizabeth Mitchell. Haley May Mitchell. Jeremy Abel Molina. Jasmine Monique Montemayor. Kara Jolly Montgomery. Sierra Nicole Moore. Lucas Isaiah Morales. Rhiannon Aretha Moss. Kilani Jade Mulder. Pablo Munoz. Armando Sanchez Muro. Bryson Royce Morel. Robert Jose Navarrete. Anthony Michael Navarro. Carter Anthony Nelson. John Samuel Novia. Leslie Alamio Nuno. Owen Reese O'Neill. Hannah Mackenzie O'Neill. Carlos Alberto Ordaz. Diana Josephine Ortega. Raul Ortega Jr. Leidemar Ortiz Vasquez. Taro Leah Owens. Kirsten Jade Poppy. Zerion Chandler Lee Polk. Drew Douglas Petty. Marina Alia Pedraza. Mario Jesus Peña. Amarisa Anil Varial Perez. Gabriel Alexander Perez. Jonathan Perez. Michaela Lejone Perez. Colette Clara Phillips. Autumn Sofia Beneda. Hidale Benitez Ponce. Donovan Thomas Popple. Ethan Christopher Primo. Ariel Anitri Pryor, Justin Zane Pyle, Nicholas Quesada, Olivia Ann Raddick, Jose Enrique Ramirez, Brittany Rayanne Ramirez Smith, Autumn Faith Ramon, Ruby Madeline Randall, C. Abel Rangel, Olivia Nicole Rangel, Savannah Leah Rosani, Diego Resendez, Avery Ray Reyes, Ezekiel Moses Israel Reyes, Nico Santos Reyes, Sarina Justine Reyes, Michaela Nicole Reyes Palacio, Christopher Ralph Reina Jr., Jared Felipe Reina, Angel Anthony Rios, Jared Austin Rios, Desiree Garcia Nasa Roberts, Meherida Aldonia Alizan Roberts, Alexandria Giselle Rogers, Kinsey Lee Rogers, Aries Ryan Rodriguez, Christian Daniel Scott Rodriguez, Christian Isaiah Rodriguez, Juan Miguel Rodriguez, Leon Perez Rodriguez, Marcos Daniel Rodriguez, Michaela Alexis Rodriguez, Skylar Rian Rodriguez, Jacqueline Alia Rodriguez, Lucas Sebastian Rojas Roman, Hunter James Romero, Ricardo Romo Villa, Ryan Alejandro Romo, Cristina Madera Rodan, Chandra Leanne Ross, Colin Bryant Ross, Kishandre Christopher Ross, Eric Jackson Rowe, Joseph Paul Rubio, Destiny Guadalupe Ruiz, Kaylee Christine Rutherford, Esperanza Maya Salazar, Yetani Salazar, Marcus Jaime Salinas, Lanique Gisela Samaripa, Nicholas Isaiah Samaripa, Alex Miguel Sanchez, Angelina Monique Sanchez, Cameron J. Sanchez, Emily Marie Sanchez, Israel Ray Sanchez, Erin Marie Sanchez Rauscher, Alberto Isaiah Santillan, Alexis Yvette Santillan, Herman Baza Saucedo Jr., Lane Douglas Sauer, Weston Hugh Severance, Hunter Lee Schmidt, Triphion Vincent Schmidekamp, Christopher Lee Scott, Reed Vincent Scott, Alexandria K. Cedeno, Taylor Brianne Sr., Darlene Catherine Shands, Madison Nicole Sharp, Matthew Doyle Shaw, Hunter Euchre Shell, Grace Elizabeth Shelton, Isaiah Christopher Sherman, Riley Justin Seiler, Arat Cameron Silva Gonzalez, Anaya Leilani Monique Singletary, Alexia Monique Smith, Mackenzie Lynn Smith, Payne Patrick Smith, Zachary Blake Smith, Caleb Snowden, Megan Kelsey Sonnevelt Bixler, Mario Antonio Sosa, Juan Miguel Ricardo Soto Jr., Stephen Soto, Samantha Renee Sparks, Jameson Dale Speed, Logan Alexander Steed, Sutton Lane Steele, Sydney Garland Stell, Madison Elaine Stevens, Taylor Leanne Stewart, Dylan Coe Stovall, Zoe Tatiana Stump, Giselle Venice Suarez, River Renee Subia, Nikki Lynn Talamantes, Jacob Luis Talamantes, Noah Ismael Talamantes, Jacob Kofi Tandle, Anissa Renee Tatum, Zachary Davis Taylor, Isabella Rose Teeter, Joe Anthony Tellez, Sophia Elizabeth Templeton, Brooke Elizabeth Terrell, Tanya Tukam Tai, Nathan Aaron Thomas, Andrea Joe Thompson, Mary Grace Thompson, Anissa Brianna Tijarina, Clinton Douglas Timms, Alexandra Nicole Torres, Camille Lene Torres, Crucifiso Daniel Torres, Jonathan Adolf Torres, Cabrin Donald Torres, Gabrielle Nicole Torres, Zachary Lance Tovar, Zeta Alejandra Tovar Castañón, Jathan Tomas Trevino, Brianne Nicole Turner, Alonso Manuel Urtiaga, Martin Valadez Jr., Jasmine Valdez, Carlos Eduardo Valdez Alvarez, Ruben William Valenzuela, Alexis Nicole Van Landingham, Garcia Edmarie Vallejo Bernal, Ruben Angel Vasquez, Aubrey Raylyn Bass, Marissa Cecilia Vega, Alondra Michelle Villagomez, Michael Ray Parial, Taylor Marie Voigt, Alec Glenn Wagnon, Miriam Faith Wagnon, Kennedy Grace Warman, Caitlin Christine Wallace, Cameron Suzanne Wallace, Carly Madison Wallace, Caden Andrew Ward, Kiana Ray Ward, Dylan Avery Ware, Cheyenne Rose Weaver, Chelsea Leanne Weldon, Zypher Kamen Wint, Spencer Tyson Wiggins, Catherine Ivy Williams, Christina Michelle Williams, Lawrence Wesley Williams, James Ray Wilson II, Sarah Lynn Winkley, Ryan Dean Woodall, Titus Christopher Wright, Vivian Elizabeth Yale, Rocky James Ibarra Jr., Charles Thomas Young, Cecilio Cobos Isla Jr., Angela Emily Zamaron, David Zamora Rincon, Jonathan Zamora, Vanessa Zika, Jaden Andrew Arthur Zuniga.
Now, as we approach the end of our ceremony, from the Sarah Bernhardt Theater, your salutatorian, June Zhang, with the benediction.
Central High School Class of 2020. Although everyone is currently physically apart, family, friends, esteemed faculty, and staff gather hearts to celebrate the invaluable journey we took that transformed us into who we are today. We might have taken a long, winding path to climb up this high mountain, but the price was worth it. So let us be filled with joy as we now look around to see the beautiful view and breathe in the sense of achievement. But before we go forth to our separate and different paths, let us first express gratitude to our supportive family, friends, teachers, and others who walked along with us, helping and pushing us to reach this summit. Now, as we take our first step towards our new beginning, let us acknowledge the sacrifices we made for this big climb and remember to never give up. We have proven ourselves to be courageous and strong. and we know our next journey is filled with splendid opportunities. So may we strive to reach our full potential because we can do it. Yes, we will face challenging decisions, and yes, we will encounter rainy and stormy days. But let us have faith in our strength, and let us reflect on how hard we have worked thus far, and remind ourselves of our capability to thrive despite adversity. After all, the colorful rainbow follows the storm. In the multiple choice test we take at school, the correct answers are already there. However, there are no correct answers in the new road we're about to take. So may we find purpose in our next journey and passion that will steer us in the right direction. And finally, may God bless each one of us with sincere friendships and connections. May His love and His guidance encompass our journey and help us to blossom into future leaders of the world.
Thank you, June. What a wonderful message. Now, our ceremony would not be complete without a Sic 'em Cats. Traditionally, our top 10 would come to the center of the graduating class, right there in front, and they would do a Sic 'em Cats leading the entire graduating class. Obviously, today, that can't happen. But I started thinking about how I could make that happen, and I thought, what is it that you think about when you say virtual school? That's right, Zoom. We all think of Zoom. So here we are, our top 10 with a virtual Sic 'em Cats Zoom style. Caroline, you ready?
Yes.
All right, hit it.
Sic 'em Cats! Woo!
That brings our virtual graduation to an end. I hope you enjoyed our ceremony, but you know what? We're not quite done. We have one more thing that we have to do. That's right, it's time for our drive-thru diploma pickup. Come on.